Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever and whenever you are. My name is Rune from Rune'sGuild, and this is another episode of RPG Horror Stories. In this video, the DM has decided that that OP is lying about their roles because they are a girl, and has decided that they want to roll for OP for the rest of the campaign. So that sounds like it'll be a fun story to read. I love it. I don't really have anything else to say. I guess roll the post. Let me start by saying I know it sounds like I am in the wrong, that he must have a reason to think I am lying about my roles so I can succeed or something. No, it doesn't. It doesn't sound like that at all. I completely understand that the DM's probably just the neckbeard. But I truly have no idea why he even thinks that I am, because I swear I have never lied about a role before. Alright, that's a little sus, but we'll see. So, basically, I am the only girl, 20F, in my current D&D campaign. But I don't really mind or feel uncomfortable about it, since all the guys I play with have been nothing but welcoming and chill towards me. They don't ever treat me any differently and are a great group of guys. My only grievance is that the DM has made comments since I started playing with them about how every female he has played with before always lie about their dice rolls so they can impress all the guys and look better or hotter in their eyes. There it is. There it is. Which is a super weird thing to bring up in my opinion. I think that's everybody's opinion. I had just started and had shown no signs of lying about anything, so I was already kind of weirded out that he felt the need to bring it up, but whatever. I kind of brushed it off and said I had played before and that I don't fake dice rolls because that ruins the experience, and the risk of the game and my actions, which ruins the game for me and everyone else. The DM seems to accept that and lets it go at that time. However, I have noticed that at least once per session he will make some comments somewhere along the lines of how females just lie all the time, it's just what they are biologically good at, and they lie in all games to make this look sexier and hotter to the men there. No one at the table, what the fuck did I just read? No one at the table really responds when he makes these comments. One of the guys tried earlier on to mention that that was kind of sexist and off topic to bring up, but the DM got mad at being cut off from sharing his personal life experiences and knowledge, so no one has spoken up about it since. This last session was probably the most risky and dangerous situation the party has been in since the start of the campaign. There were a few times where I had to roll and lives were on the line if I failed. Somehow, I managed to get at least the bare minimum I needed to succeed. It needed a 15 or higher in most cases, since I usually had advantages. Everyone else was having similar luck though, so I was just hyped that we were rolling lucky that night. I did also have plenty of horrible rolls, got 2 nat 1s in a row at one point, so it wasn't as if I was only rolling successes the whole session. But the DM seemed to be getting frustrated more and more with each successful roll I announced. He made a comment that I thought at the time was a joke. He chuckled and said it was almost like I was faking it to win with how good my luck is. I had been rolling in front of me where everyone could see though, so nothing was hidden. I didn't think that was any concern that I was cheating, so I just laughed and said, yeah, my luck was wild tonight. Then, at the end of the session, the DM said I had one more save roll to get us out of there, avoiding another fight that would probably have ended badly for us. I needed a nat 20 or I would fail. One of my party members assisted and so I had advantage, but the odds of success were still low. I rolled both dice and by some miracle, I did it. I rolled a nat 20 on both dice. It was glorious and everyone was super hyped. The DM just looked mad though, and we all joked that he wanted us to fail so he could show off some more characters he had made and do more of the fun combat stuff. He kinda chuckled and said it was something like that. The session ended calmly with us getting back to our keep and getting set up to rest. Then we called it a night. Everyone packed and we went our separate ways, assuming that was the end for that night. I got a message though 2 hours later from the DM, and he was telling me he knows I cheated and lied about my dice rolls to look better in front of the guys. He said he was nice enough to not call me out there and embarrass me in front of everyone like he should have, but that he can no longer trust me. He demanded that I give him my dice next session and that from here on out he will be rolling for me behind his DM screen for me, since I am
proving to be just like every other lying female and ruining the game for all the honest guys who were playing with me.
I was stunned. I didn't know what to say, so I just told him I had never lied. That I was sharing dice with one of the guys so they aren't some weighted set or anything, and that my rolls were all in the open where everyone could easily see. That I could understand he may have had bad experiences in the past with players, but I had done nothing wrong and would not be letting him roll for my character the rest of the campaign. He has yet to respond, but I am still so out of and insulted that he thought I was cheating or lying. I really liked the group I played with. And the campaign story is super interesting, so I don't think I'll be quitting, but I certainly am not going to just sit by and not roll ever again. And I don't know what to do in this situation. Edit, I was on mobile posting this and for some reason didn't register that I tried to put in the paragraph breaks or somehow did it wrong, so I got those fixed. And those were saying he has a crush on me. Yeah, he asked me out when I was a freshman in high school and he was a senior. We were both in the same clubs and he seemed nice enough to give him a chance, so I said yes. We dated for about a month or two before he got super possessive and controlling and I broke it off. He was still super bitter, so I cut him off entirely up until about 2 years ago. We only recently connected because we live in a small town and we share most of the same friends. He has asked me out 3 times since then and I have turned him down each time. The last attempt he made at asking me out, I was very bluntly told him that if he ever asked me out again, I would cut him out of my life permanently. Okay, so he's just angry, he's just jealous. He seemed to get the message and has, until this game started, actually been really chill around me and never pushed my boundaries or said anything creepy. He just acted normally like all the other guys I am friends with. Some of the other guys have said they will start to stand up for me in this matter. I screenshotted the conversation I had with the DM and sent it to them this morning and they were all shocked he was acting like that to me. I live in a small town, so this is the only group to play with around me. If I quit this group, I have no idea when or if I will be able to play again. And I really do like the other guys in the party, but none of them like to DM, and I am still super new and don't really feel comfortable DMing for the group. The campaign is also like two-thirds of the way done, according to the timeline the DM gave us, so I'll probably stick it through for a few sessions we have left and see if there are online games, if the DM's still acting creepy or like an incel. So we will see in 2 weeks how it goes when we meet up for the next session. Thanks for the advice and messages everyone sent. So I'm pretty sure there's a part 2 to this one out, with like what happened next after that. So I'll probably like read that, in another story soon. But how do I feel about this? First off, DMs, if your players roll and open, they can't really contest that. Either like, on top of that, like if you don't trust somebody to be honest about their rolls, just have everybody roll and open. There's like some key moments in our game. We play online for the most part. And when it comes to rolling dice, I just pretty much trust everybody not to lie. But when it comes to like key moments, like big things are happening, like very important things, I have them roll using the virtual dice. Unless they really want to use their regular dice. I pretty much I use my regular dice until it's something like that. But typically I let them use whatever dice they want. I do ask that they do it, but if they don't want to, it's fine. I understand some people are like, oh, I want to make this roll. This is really important for my character. I allow them to use my character's dice for this, and then they use that. But for me, when it comes to like a big story moment, I will typically roll with the virtual table dice that we have. And that's pretty much just so everybody can see what happens. It's right in the front. It's a big moment. Things like that happen. But that's me. I have a lot of trust when it comes to my players. I feel like they don't cheat often, and if they do cheat, whatever. I don't really care. Whatever makes the story more fun for them is what really matters to me at the end of the day. But this guy just hates women. More in particularly, he hates OP because OP has rejected him several times. So he wants to do whatever he can to get the control there, the power over OP to sort of weigh in on it. And, it'd be like, oh, well, if you want your character to ever live again, you have to go on a date with me, kind of thing. Yeah, that's pretty much all that is. It's pretty obvious. For the other guys who aren't sticking up for her, I don't know why they wouldn't. Like in situations like that, I get so unbelievably angry when people are just being like that. I don't know, it just annoys me so much. It's like either deal with it or deal with it. You don't really have another option, like you can see that all the rolls are being made in public. It's a lot harder to cheat your rolls at a physical table where people can just look over and see what you roll. Unless, of course, like they're rolling like right in front of them and like they put their hand over and cover it really quick. But OP described it as they would roll in like the middle of the table for everybody to see. So like the fact that the DM is still thinking that they're cheating despite the fact that everybody can see. I mean, 2 nat 20s. I mean, who lies about 2 nat 20s? Like who just lies about that one? I wouldn't. I don't think anybody like with any joy of the game would lie about 2 nat 20s, especially if the entire table except for the DM could see it and everybody started cheering. Like, what do you mean that OP was lying about their rolls? No, I mean, in the end, it's really just what I said, honestly. To me, at least, it feels like the DM is angry at getting rejected several times, angry about the fact that they could be losing OP just permanently if they try again, angry that OP is recognizing them as a creep and called them out for it, and is now just trying to get any sense of power that they can have back over OP. You know, incels doing incels. Yeah, I mean, that's probably about it for me on this one. I'm going to look for that second part to this and probably read that in, I don't know, some story later this week or next week or whenever this video gets published, you know, just probably, you know, a few from here. But yeah, kind of a shorter one today. But that's really about it for me. If you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like and a comment letting me know that you did. If you can't think of a comment, I don't know, say something about lying on dice rolls or a time you cheated or a time you caught somebody cheating or something like that. And if you didn't like the video, let me know about that too. I'm sorry, I will try to do better. But yeah, that is about it from me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.